The Pinkies are a team of failure, like really failure. But how did they get to this stage? Well, I'm going to tell you the story of how the Pinkies is downfall. So where does our story start? Well, Gels Marble Run, aka JMR, made this thing called the Marble League, which has 16 teams that compete in 16 events, for a grand title of champion. All these events, a gold means 25 points, a silver means 20, and a bronze means 50. So back in 2006, the Pinkies were a part of the 2016 Marble League because there was no qualifiers, no nothing. They were just put in because of JMR, or just putting them in for some reason. Now, the Pinkies actually had a really good start. They got into the top 4 and nearly actually made a podium, but Team Momo beat them to the podium. It was a good start, but the next event wasn't as good. They only scored 2 points because they got an extra point, but if it wasn't for that extra point, they would have only scored 1 point. But luckily, some people DNF'd, so Pinkies were fine for now. But the Pinkies did end up dropping down to 6, which was not a good sign. If the Pinkies wanted to win, they had to keep up with the leaders. The next event was Collision, and I thought, what could go wrong with the Pinkies in Collision? Well, let me show you.
2. Pinkies and snowballs, white marbles crashing into each other, and I have no idea how on earth to call that one after that chaos. And lose 3-0. 3 is the highest score that we've seen so far, but look at this. Oh my gosh. Most of the marbles are completely gone here. We do have a blank. So all 4, I believe, for Pinkies have gone off. So watch.
The Pinkies faltered hard. All 4 of their marbles going off, and they ended that event with 0 points, which dropped them down to 9th. The rest of the season, the Pinkies faltered hard and were eliminated from contention, and they ended that year in 16th. This was a falter rise for the Pinkies, but that doesn't mean they would not qualify for the next one, right?
Job at that, right off the bat. Ooh, and then they lose out and get bumped aside. I think that is the Balls of Chaos now down there with them. That reddish marble of the Chocolatiers. They are down into the 3rd to last funnel already. Remember, you don't want to do that. Meanwhile, up top, it is the Midnight Wisps. Still flirting with that opening while everybody else falls down below. Now they join a 3 marble race up top. Well, Rangers drops through. Then it's the Midnight Wisps.
Even though with that last funnel event falter, the Pinkies, not only did they still make it to the Marble League, they still won the qualifiers. So things were looking good for the Pinkies. And going into the first event, they wanted to show that.
All right, we're going to try that again. Still all grouped together so strongly. Pink marble up there circling around with the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts drop on through. Pinkies leading the way. I think that's Shining Swarm that is also up there. That silvery marble to the left side of your screen. Oh, and Pinkies just shot on through. They dropped into that funnel and immediately dove for the hole and went straight on through. Now they're going to fall down a little bit farther. Still circling up top. It is that red marble. I think that's the Savage Speeders. Savage Speeders, the defending Marble Olympics champions. They're going to lose out a little bit on that one, dropping through along with the Chocolatiers. Shining Swarm along with them. Farther down below, there you see Pinkies still circling, trying to get a little bit of an advantage, letting the other marbles go directly underneath. Starting to get some finishers down below, too. not near what you want. Haven't even broken the 1 minute mark yet. Remember, 1:36, the time to beat. It's all about getting that angle right. Ooh, Chocolatiers doing a pretty good job of holding on. Pinkies also down below. Thunderbolts in the final funnel. They drop on through. 3 marbles left. Pinkies taking the lead. Can they hold on to it? But they need more time. We're just into the 120s, and they're going to drop into the final funnel. Oh, and they come on through. Oh, it just goes to show you how quickly the fortunes change, and it will be the Chocolatiers winning this event, and not in a... They are competing on the biggest stage that we have in all of these Marble Olympics events. Down we go, just 2 marbles, 3 now entering that second funnel. Pinkies, pinky toe to be exact. One of those that is trying not to get in the lead, which in this event is last. You don't want to be farther down the course than anybody else. You want to be up there at the top, like the O'rangers were, like the Thunderbolts, and now, like the marble that actually takes the lead, Team Primary. Ooh, Primary circles on through and drops down, handing the lead back between the O'rangers and the Snowballs. Farther down below, Oceanics, I believe, are going to be in the last place spot, if you will, farthest down the course. Oh, the O'rangers have joined them. Oh, look at this. The O'rangers continue to plummet down this course. Can they hold out? No, they can't. They're into the penultimate funnel already, and we've barely reached the 50-second mark. Meanwhile, farther up top, Momo fighting to stay up there. Pinkies along with them. Savage Speeders now taking the lead. I believe it is. All right, there we have a finisher down below. I think that was the Thunderbolts, Bolto. Now we're watching 3 marbles. 2 marbles now in the third to last funnel. Circling around, circling around. Well, look at the time. The time is actually going to work out fairly well for them. At the 120 mark, still up in the third funnel, now the second to last funnel. Can they hold on? Oh, they dropped down below.
The Pinkies had a really good start and ended with a bronze. Now, how was the rest of the league? Well, a couple of events later, they resounded at 5th. And actually had a shot at winning the entire thing. Unfortunately, the win was not enough, as the battle came down to the O'rangers and the Savage Speeders. Now, they did end up dropping, but they did finish that year in 6th. And that would be the Pinkies' highest achievement. Now, everyone was like, oh, they would qualify for the 2018 Marble League. And they did. And they finished in 16th! Again, Pinkies! Again! And plus, you had a chance of winning last season. That is now twice you've gone last place. Well, going to next year, the Pinkies did end up qualifying. There was no way they would do horrible. Right? Well, not a very good year. Well, I would like to show you when the Pinkies finally won glory in one event.
Speeders. They were nearly out of this race, the Green Ducks. Oh, and look at this. Pinky Toe coming with a lot of speed. Out to the outside, into the inside. Savage Speeders block them. Several length leads. Savage Speeders trying to stay off the wall, and they're not going to do it. The Pinkies up to the lead with the finish line in sight. Can they hold on? Yes, they will. And the Green Ducks are going to...
Now, the Pinkies had qualified for every single Marble League. Surely they would qualify for 2020, right?
Outside of the top 5 in any Marble League. How about the Pinkies here? To enter the last funnel. Followed closely by the Pinkies. Looks like Yellow will also get in on the action. And look at up top here. A big grouping. Oh, we just got it cut off there to see who is in the lead, but watch them there just to the right of that inset. Push. Savage Speeders and the Pinkies now. That gate. Oh, block coming clear out. Favorite events, the 5-meter sprint. Primary, Pinkies, Thunderbolts, and Chocolatiers. And it's Thunderbolts out of the gate first, building up speed as they come down the ramp, past the torch, into the end. And that was so fast at the finish line, it was hard to tell who won it.
It was a tragic day for the Pinky fans, as the Pinkies only got 12 points and finished in dead last. Now, what about 2021? What happened there? Well, I'll show you.
Pinkies and Indigo Stars. Indigo Stars needing to slow things up a bit. No, both teams have dropped one in the catch basin. Look at that. Indigo Stars net 2 9s. And Indigo Stars and the Pinkies in this fast-moving first event. Pinkies staying to the inside here. Oh, and it worked to their detriment. They're going to have 2 0s while 2 10s await the Indigo Stars. Enter that last blue funnel with just one other marble. That might be Astron from Team Galactic. Well, look at how slow it is in that middle green funnel right now. Pinkies have dropped on through. Now we've got 2 marbles join them, 3 marbles as well. This is only going to get busier. We're going to need to take a look down here. This is better. Oh, Pinkies are in big danger. They get bumped to the side. That could change things. Oh, circling through. No, the Pinkies come in dead last. Cobalt. Then the Green Ducks, Raspberry Racers, Indigo Stars, Chocolatiers, and the Pinkies. Ooh, Pinkies fighting back. Chocolatiers fought back. Then it's in the middle lane. A wonderful recovery for both the Raspberry Racers and our winners, the Indigo Star, by the Turtle Sliders. They want to give it everything they've got to try to transfer, or at least have a good showing. Oh, Pinkies hit off the wall. They get gobbled up by the teams behind them. It's a 2-marble race coming across the line.
Now, even though they won the final event, the Pinkies missed out by 3 points on qualifying. Now, they would be invited to the winter special, and it didn't go as they planned. Now, they didn't do well because they finished in 13th. But they didn't finish 15th or 16th, which is an accomplishment. Now, next, they will be invited to Marbula 1 Season 3.
For now. On to the banking. The crowd going crazy behind them. What a view they have. Watching marbles picking up peak speed.
The Pinkies were doing horrible. They only had 8 points, and they needed a podium to move up 1 spot. However, the second half got even better. This happened at the Stardust Accelerator.
We are off on the shootout for pole. Red-Eye, shuffles back, but we have difficulty for Pinky Panther, who falls from first to third in a single corner and is continuing to drop. Waspy gets by. Everybody chasing Mocha at this point, and Red-Eye is giving pursuit, following through that far side. I don't know if any of the top 4 or 5 decided to take the inside line. I think they all want to be hung together. Final lap, Pinky Panther holding on. Yellow Eye taking a different line through the first sector here in an attempt to block Shimmer. Will it work? Some separation has been gained, and now it looks like Yellow Eye is finding some speed to try to close up the gap on Pinky Panther, whose best qualifying so far is 3rd. Yellow Eye, Shimmer, Cerulean, Cosmo. But it's a 2-marble race up front, and Pinky Panther is trying to go into uncharted territory. 1 turn to go. Pinky Panther will hold off Yellow Eye and claims.
Now, the good news was the Pinkies did not end up in last. The bad news was that they were still the same old Pinkies. I'm not expecting anything in 2022, but the moral of the story is never give up.